given a chance and with right people, with the right company, I think I would be able to enjoy this experience. So I'd like to invite all of you to join my first time experience in trekking and to choose whether to climb in Claveria and Bukidnon. It's all up to us. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you, TM Janessa. For the next topic, we have sili. Sili means cayenne pepper. May I call the Speaker's Lounge, South Korea?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, TM Speaker Lounge. We have the topic is comment on silly. Are you? And so you are. Silly, are you? And so you are.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Talking about chili or silly, am I hot? So basically, talking about hot is not just about foodie and so on. Sometimes girls can also hot or probably silly. The thing is, when we are eager, want to achieve something and so much passion about your goals or your dream, you will tend so much silly. Why? Because you are going to have a plan, put a lot of strategy, take all of your effort just to make it come true. And that is the thing when a girl becomes silly. And why is it so much important? Because being a silly or having a quite aggressive or in characters into our personal life, it's really so much important. So people would tend to know and have put some kind of quality into the picture of how you're going to manage the situation or how you're going to manage a conflict either in your house, either within your friends or within your Toastmaster journey. There will be a lot of things because if you would like to go a mountain or hiking, there will be a lot of things that you need to reconsider. And one of the things is to act as a silly. Well, I don't know about how we're going to end up, but the thing is that we are ready to go there. It will be a proud Jaws to have that kind of experience. So ladies and gentlemen, no matter where you are in your journey, take your step, make a plan, and make it come true. And be a silly. Back to our Toastmaster.
Excuse me. I request everyone to please mute your speaker, please. May I request everyone to please mute your speaker? Okay, please mute your speaker. Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Flores, you can go on. Toastmaster Flores. Is Toastmaster Flores? Okay, Kyle,
Yes.
would you? Okay, Toastmaster Flores, go.
Thank you, Paul. Please use the word of the day from Jazz. So we have now the challenge, the roadblock. It means that the table topic speaker has to give the same topic to an opponent club team to answer before delivering his or her speech. Our next club will be Pikpa Cebu. Pikpa Cebu, representative from Pikpa Cebu.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you, Tian. So are you going to give the same topic to your opponent?
Do I have the option not to use this? Or do I have a...
You should use it. You should call someone first before you answer.
Okay, from CDO, oh, you're done, right? City of Angeles.
City of Angeles. City of Angeles representative.
Yes, I'm here.
So this is the topic, City of Angeles, are you there?
Yes.
Representative. Okay. TM Leo. Libog means confusion. That's Visayan word. Tell us your state of Libog. Tell us your state of Libog.
Libog. What's your state of Libog? This is somehow unfamiliar to me. And what comes into your mind when you hear the word Libog? Oh, you dirty minds. No, because it's being confused most of the time because of language barriers is often misunderstood, but often a funny story. Have you ever had a time when you were so confused and you look back to it as if it was a funny story, but something that makes you cringe? I always have those moments. Do you? I still remember the time when I traveled in Australia with my French colleagues. I've been studying French for a long time. And it turns out I thought I was confident enough to speak French. So I spoke to my colleagues, which they appreciated because French appreciate people trying to speak their language. However, when they asked me if I was full, I said, "Je prie," which for me, I thought I said that I was full, but it turns out it really means that I'm pregnant. If my boss was, if I was a girl, that would be a different story because I just came there and they've asked me about it. So, but however, when I look back to that story, I always find joy in telling it because fellow Toastmasters, our worst days are also our best stories when we go along our way in the future. So fellow Toastmasters, don't be afraid to make mistakes. If I didn't try to speak French, would I know the word? Would I know how to say that I'm full in a correct way? I won't. So fellow Toastmasters, I challenge you to speak and try, keep on trying and never be afraid to make mistakes because mistakes is what gives us who we are now. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, TM Leo. Now let's go back to Pick Possible.
There is no absolute truth in this world. Your truth depends on your situation, what you're going through. My dear fellow Toastmasters, today in my life, I'm actually figuring out what my truth is. You see, I am a senior tax accountant for an Australian accounting firm, and at the same time, a passionate entrepreneur. The difference is that with the accounting role that I have, I am earning a lucrative amount of money. But with this passion of mine, creating an education technology that will help public schools in the Philippines to digitally transition is actually not earning. It's even dying. I went through a lot of things just to get the funding that we need in order for us to fully develop the application. But to no avail, we constantly fail. Rejection after rejection after rejection. And here I am right now, figuring out what is it? What is really my purpose in this world? I am very confused with this question from a 1 to 10. I am at 10 right now. But do you know what I'm holding on to right now? It is a fact that life is never about figuring out one truth. It's a journey of finding different truths in your life. And in that journey, you will figure out things about yourself that you will never know unless you are going to try. And so my message to you, my fellow Toastmaster, is that find what that message of your current situation is. Try to decipher, try to know what it is that this situation is trying to teach you. And so I encourage you to go out there, be confused if you must, but never ever give up. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, TM Joshua. Now we'll call on Metro Manila.
I'm here.
Thank you. Hi, PM Almera, this is your topic. Tsada. Tsada in Cagayan means nice, a feeling of happiness or positivity. The topic is Tsada for you, beach or in adventure park? Tsada for you is in beach or in adventure park? PM Almera.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. First of all, I want to ask, who in here wanted to experience an island life? Raise your hands. Because I was once that dreamer too. I wanted to have that island life since I was always here in the city. And I thought I wanted that. And so I did. Last year during the pandemic, I chose to have an island life while the world was in chaos. And in my experience, I would always choose the beach or the sea in wherever I go. And not just because I had many activities, or you can do many activities in the beach. It's also because of the people and the culture you meet. One thing I have learned in being an island girl for a while was that first the language was another window in my life to see another culture and their food. Another connection that I formed was from the food and the language. And so, my fellow Toastmasters and guests, for you, which will you choose? The beach or the adventure park? Back to you, contest chair.
Thank you, PM Almera. Let's proceed to Awesome Toastmasters Club. Any representative from Awesome Toastmasters Club?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Where are you? PM Ruan. So here's your
Yes.
topic. Pinya means pineapple. Pinya means pineapple. So topic 5 for you, pinya or lemon? Pinya or lemon? PM Roan.
Sorry, let me just pin the timer. I haven't pinned her. Timer, where are you? Ah, there she is. Chada, CDO. Okay. Life is all about choices, right? And now I'm posted with this question. Will it be lemon or will it be pineapple or pinya? Interesting question. Let's talk about lemon and let's talk about pinya. Both, if we are to compare them, both have vitamin C, something which we absolutely need at this time, right? And then if we are also to compare them again, both have one of the more important things we need to take in right now, which is fiber. But if we were to contrast them, one is small, the other one is big. One is easy to prepare, aka the lemon, just need to slice it and squeeze it. The other one, which is big, and you need to go through hell. And by that I mean all the tiny, thorny leaves and eyes. Remove it before you can enjoy it. So if we were to ask me, it's such a tough choice because lemons are easy, gives us all what we need. Pineapple is hard to consume or to prepare, but gives us the same thing. And isn't that what life is all about too? There are times when we have lemons, gives us the needed vitamins, the needed fiber, and it's an easy way. And we have pineapple, gives us the same thing, but we go through the hard way. It's a tough choice, but it depends on where you are at your crossroads. The easy way would definitely give us the results. This lemons, pineapples will give us character because we go through it the hard way. The hard way will always give us the results and the lessons and the character formation. So I'd go for pineapple. The lemons can come later. What about you, fellow Toastmasters? You go for pineapple or would you go for lemon? Choice is yours. Toastmaster?
Thank you, Team Rowan. Let's move on to another club. The first farmer. First farmer, representative.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you, PM Francis. So this is your topic. Rela or motorella means tricycle or motorcycle.
Mhm.
The question is CDO's rela unique? Is Cagayan de Oro's rela unique? PM Francis.
The quick answer to this question is yes. The quick answer to this question is CDO's rela unique is yes. But I'd also say, is Bacolod's rela unique? And I'd also say yes. Fellow Toastmasters, 2 years ago, I went to Singapore and I did not see any relas. I went to the United States and I didn't see any relas. The rela is unique all throughout the Philippines, not necessarily just in CDO. The rela is unique. I also went to Iloilo and I've seen a bunch of relas there. The rela is unique to the Filipino. And of course, the rela is unique to CDO as well. In Bacolod, our relas don't look like that. However, it serves us the same purpose, to get us from point A to point B. I would also take the word unique and splatter it around the Philippines. The Philippines is unique. I've only been privileged to go to 2 other countries, Singapore and the United States. And this is no knock on my fellow Singaporeans and the Americans, but they're all the same. They're all the same carbon copy paste individuals. However, in the Philippines, we have a distinct character, a sense of camaraderie, a sense of friendliness that we have towards each other. When I'm in Singapore and I see another Filipino, why is it that there is no hesitation to just say hi and say, kamusta? Why is it there is no hesitation to say, hi, kamusta, how are you in the United States? And yet when I see foreigners in the Philippines, they don't mind each other's presence. How sad. Yes, the rela is unique to the Philippines, but so are the Filipinos to the Philippines. The rela in CDO is unique because it looks like it can accommodate 5 people. While in Bacolod, the rela can accommodate 4 people. Filipinos are unique because of their capability to interact with everybody around the world. Their ability to mingle with every other ethnicity around the world and to make sure that everybody feels at home, everybody feels a sense of kabayanihan. Up to 10 people, unheard of. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm going to leave you with this. Yes, the quick answer is yes. The CDO rela is unique, but so are the Filipino people. So are we. Individually in this meeting, in this amazing race, we're all unique. The CDO rela is unique because it can accommodate 10 people. Why are we unique? Individually, why are we unique? And that's for us to find out in the lifespan we are given. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, PM Francis. Let's proceed to another club, the Viva Sugbo Toastmasters Club.
I'd like to call Toastmaster Ivy, Grace Tequila, as our representative.
All right. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, PM Ivy. This is your topic. Pitaka means wallet. Pitaka means wallet. Do you put a picture in your pitaka and who? Do you put a picture in your pitaka and who? PM Ivy.
Family is the most important person or people in my life. So when you ask me, do I put picture in my pitaka? I say yes, and it's my family pictures. living alone in different city is so hard, and it's so frustrating because every time I have a personal concern, personal problem, no one was there. But having a picture in my pitaka, it says my family is always there even though they are afar. So I always keep this little thing. Might other people say it's not important, but for me, it's part of my journey living in a different city far away from my family, like what I did 3 years ago. I am an independent woman and I would really love to go somewhere which is unique and I haven't yet experienced. So by that, the only thing that I brought with me is my confidence, my wallet with the pictures of my family as my guide, as my strength, and as my way of saying I can do this without any friends where I am right now, but I know that I have family with me wherever I go, whatever I do. Back to our table topic master.
Thank you, Team Ivy. So let's proceed to another club, the Sulu State Toastmasters Club. Sulu State Toastmasters Club.
Here,
Representative.
I'm
Yes,
here,
thank
Toastmaster
you.
Olivia.
Thank you, TM Firash. So here's your topic. Hugas. Hugas means wash or washing. So who does the hugas of your plates in your home? Who does the hugas of plates in your home? Toastmaster Paras.
Chores are part of family's bonding. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Hugas means wash or washing. In our home, we usually disseminate tasks or chores to my siblings. On weekdays, my two sisters usually do the washing, the dishes at night. But on weekends, I do the dishes. And why is this important? We consider it that since I am working, we usually give the task to other members of the family. Fellow Toastmasters, this is the essence of family. We consider it, we respect each other's time, and we love them based on what they can do. We consider, we understand, and we respect their time. This is really important as it also creates bond within the family. Not only that you work together, you respect together, but most importantly, you love together. Fellow Toastmasters, how do you delegate your task? Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, TM Ferras. So let's proceed to another club, the Real Page Toastmasters Club. Real Page Toastmasters Club.
I'm here.
Thank you. Good morning, TM Jermin.
Good morning.
This is your topic, daghan. Daghan means more or to have more. Daghan means more or to have more. What are daghan in your life now? What are daghan in your life now? Toastmaster Jermaine.
Where is my life now? How about you? Where is your life now? To answer that question, I am with my mother. She is the only daghan I have in my life. She is the most important person in my life. I almost lost her. She is the only treasure I want to have until the last day of my life. Do you have a treasure in your life? My mother worked hard for me to attain my studies and also with my brothers and sisters. She worked hard in order for us to achieve whatever it is we have right now. She gave us life. She gave us everything that we have. My mother is my best friend. We always talk to each other. We always spend time to each other. And she is the only treasure I have. If my mom will die, a part of me will die as well. To the people out there like me, a good son or as brothers or sisters, always spend time with the only treasure you have, because you don't know what life will bring. You don't know when someone will die. Always say how much you love them, because we will never know, and we will regret that we are not able to say the best or say I love you, because there's no time but right now. How about you? What is your daghan in life? Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jermaine, for that sharing. Now let's proceed to another club, the Financial Planner Toastmasters Club.
Hey,
Good morning.
good morning, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master Olivia.
So this is your topic, hubog. Hubog means get drunk or drunk. Hubog means drunk. Does wine or Tanduay Rhum makes you hubog? Does the wine or Tanduay Rhum makes you hubog? Toastmasters, Erwin.
Walking as drunk, like a zombie on the streets of Seoul. In the year 2016, I remember the day when I drank 2 bottles of soju. To most of Koreans, it was just a meh. Or I'm not that just a big drinker anyway. They will just laugh at me, thinking they think soju is just water in the country. I never drink any alcoholic drinks aside from rum. I didn't know rum back then, and not till now. As I am not a heavy drinker, I usually get drunk easily, and I will just go doze to sleep. Luckily, back in my story, I didn't go to sleep even though we have club hop 3 times to more than 3 drinking pubs in Seoul. Drinking is not just about building bonds, building relationship, and having communication over small bottles of alcoholic drinks. Many people will just get drunk because they have problem. But we just need to think about the positive side of getting drunk, which is to build camaraderie to those people who you will be sharing those alcoholic drinks. And that I will say, I will just easily get drunk over a bottle of 2 soju bottles. So how about you, my fellow Toastmasters? Do you get drunk easily? Back to you, Table Topic Master Olivia.
Thank you, TM Erwin. Don't get drunk. So let's proceed to another Toastmasters Club, the Alab PNC.
I'm here, Madam. All topics, Master.
Thank you, PM Idel. So this is your topic. Mahay means regret. Mahay means regrets. What is your greatest Mahay moment? What is your greatest Mahay moment? DPM Idel.
It was a frabjous day when we finally got one unique dog, a Shih Tzu tricolor with white, black, and a frabjous brown color. However, it was also my greatest mahay, my greatest regret. You want to know why? You should know. You see, we failed to have him vaccinated after his puppy days, or perhaps within a year. And he was supposed to celebrate his 1-year-old birthday in the month of August. And that happened last year. He was so unique, the only one and the only child of Lumpy and King. So I said, Mahay, Achu, because he died of parvo last year. And I cried and I was grieved for 3 days and even until now, actually. And my recommendation for you, my fellow Toastmasters and guests, is to vaccinate them before it's too late. And also to take care of them because they are a man's best friend. Pets are important, especially in this pandemic times, because of the frabjous moments they give us. And in the end, if we take care of them, well, it will not be a mahay for all of us. But it's not the end. We have a new one. Her name is Pochi. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, which would you choose? Vaccination of pets or mahay later? Or probably not. Madam, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, DPM Idel. So let's proceed to another club, the Jensen Toastmasters Club. AD.
Hi, good morning.
Representative, good morning, PM Jeffrey. This is your question, topic. Maodiay, meaning that is why. Maodiay, meaning that is why. When was the last time you said maodiay? When was the last time you said maodiay? PM Jeffrey.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. In the Philippines, we have around 200 different dialects and languages being spoken. And it is funny that we have different words from expressing or defining the same matter or article. The word given to me is a Cebuano word, maodiay, which means that is why. When I was taking my nursing board exam in Davao City way ago, I thought that it is my calling, that it is what I love to do, and it is what my parents wants me to pursue. So I passed the nursing board exam, and I planned to, of course, go abroad so that I can have a greener pasture. But in order to go abroad during that time, you have to enter into a training. And back then, nurses have to pay for their trainings. And so I asked my parents to lend me some money in order for me to train as a dialysis nurse. But sadly, my parents did not heed to my plea of lending me that money for my training. And so I did not make it to the US. I was left in the Philippines, and currently I am working in a private company as admin manager. So I realized that maudi ay that wala maudi ay that I have a different calling, and that is to be here in the Philippines and to be to serve my country. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, PM Jeffrey. Can we have another club, the Kabalin Toastmasters Club? Kabalin Toastmasters Club. Any representative? Kabalin Toastmasters Club, are you there? I will call again for the last time. Kabalin Toastmasters Club.
I'm here.
Hi,
I'm here.
thank you, Toastmaster Edith. Can we have please the next topic? So this is your topic. Langoy means swim. Langoy means swim, to swim. For you, walking in Adventure Park or Langoy in Camiguin Resort. For you, walking in Adventure Park in Cagayan de Oro or Langoy in Camiguin Resort.
Good morning. Sorry. Good morning, fellow amazing race contestants. I love Camiguin. We had once a side trip to Camiguin after a district convention. Of course, we love the sweet lanzones. But Langoy in Camiguin Resort is something of more than an adventure. It's several notches higher than an adventure. To Langoy or to swim in uncharted waters. You see, I come from Manila, and the only sea that I know is Manila Bay. And for me to go as far as Camiguin and try to swim in that resort is like someone swimming the English Channel. But I do love the unknown. I love unpredictability. I love things that scare me. Why? Because it brings out the best in each one of us. It brings out the triumph of the human spirit. Walking is something very ordinary for me. Growing up in Baguio, we used to walk miles and miles of stretches of roads. In Manila, we walk when there is always a transport problem. But to swim against the current, against the cold waves, that brings out the fiercest in the human warrior in me. And I would take that as the chance of a lifetime. Because you see, they say you only walk through this way but once. But for me, I can only swim once. And that is living not my footprints, but the spirit of my triumph in the waters of Camiguin, that those waves might bring it far and wide. And that I love. The spark of adventure, the spark of divine fire, swimming in Camiguin. Good afternoon.
Thank you, TM Edith. Let's proceed to another club, the Pine City Toastmasters Club.
Yes, Table Topics Master. I'm Toastmaster Ben Garcia.
Toastmaster Ben Bing. So this is your topic. Nakatilaw naka. Have you tried it? nakatilaw naka, or have you tried it? The topic question is, nakatilaw naka? A street food like Proben and Kwek-kwek. Nakatilaw naka? Street food like Proben and Kwek-kwek. TM.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Olivia. Nakatilaw na ka? What a frabjous question. Frabjous because I'm a person who doesn't normally like to try different food. And in this particular question, Kwek-kwek is something that is familiar to me as a person who hails from the north. It is a delicacy that we see all the time when you walk down the streets of Baguio, and it is something that is quite familiar to me. Proben, however, is totally unfamiliar, and that is such a frabjous thing that I am now very intrigued about. And I look forward to being able to visit CDO once this pandemic is over. Ladies and gentlemen, although I am not an adventurous person, street food like Proben and Kwek-kwek are things that I would definitely try if I visit the different parts of our country, care of our Toastmasters District Conference. And that's why I'm really praying that we will soon be able to go back to that time when we can go to different cities, different parts of our country to be able to visit one another and not just interact through Zoom. Trying new things is one of the things that Toastmasters has brought into my life. Before Toastmasters came along, I was not brave and I wouldn't really take risks. But because of Toastmasters and all the wonderful mentors that I have met, nakatilaw ka is a question that I now say, yes, I will try something new. Back to you, Toastmaster Olivia.
Thank you, Team Biz. So let's proceed to another club, the Mactan Toastmasters Club. Mactan Toastmaster.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Toastmaster and I'm here, TM Olive.
Thank you, Team Rams. So your topic is Ingana, means like that. Ingana means like that. I wish to have Ingana in a life because blank blank. I wish to have Ingana in a life because blank blank. Toastmaster Mactan.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Olive. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, 5 months ago, and even until now, I had been undergoing, let's just say, a heartbreak. And you know, when that person that I was char-charing with, we were not dating because we never made it official. And I've always wondered, while we were still on the dating phase, I wanted to have a life with that person. I wanted to have ing-ana na life. But unfortunately, last March, that person chose another person. I tell you, it was not a frabjous feeling for me to be not chosen. It felt like I was the best dish in town. I was the kare-kare. I was the sinigang, pork sinigang. Unfortunately, he was a vegetarian. And it was at that time, fellow Toastmasters and guests, that I felt like I will not be having an ing-ana na life anymore with him because he chose another person. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, that triggered me to tell my parents for the very first time that I fell in love. And breaking all windows, breaking all barriers, breaking everything. Well, admittedly and openly, I'm gay. However, entering into a same-sex relationship was out of the question for my parents. And that's when they told me that they will accept me and they will love me, even if I entered that life. And they're just hoping that whoever I choose will be the best for me. And so I came back to my mind and saying, maybe ing ana nga life with him was not for me. Maybe the ing ana nga life that I'm looking forward in the future is me being a single tito with all the children that my brothers and sisters have made and to be the best provider in this family. But who knows? I'm still 23. There's a lot of things that could happen. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, if life brings you down right now, maybe the ing ana nga life that is in your head is not for you. Let's see what happens in the future. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, TM Renz. Mauna. So let's proceed to another club. The MAD Crystal Club. MAD Crystal Toastmasters Club.
Hi, morning.
Good morning. So you have your challenge.
Oh,
TM. I know who's the representative.
oh, I am Ida from Mad Crystal Club.
Okay, Ida. TM Ida. So fast forward means that the table topic speaker has the option to answer or to be called last.
I think I will answer.
You'll do the last?
Oh yes, I'll go to the last then.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have to call another.
Madam, use the list. Who's the next in line?
You have no more.
Oh, no more. So you have to answer this.
Okay. Alrighty, I will just answer it then.
You have to answer. So this is your topic. Guapa means beautiful. Guapa means beautiful. For you, a guapa face or a guapa personality? For you, a guapa face or a guapa personality? TM Ida.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master, Toastmasters Flores. For me, guapa face or guapa personality, I would definitely choose personality over face any day. You see, personality, if you don't have a good one, you're just a bad person, because at least the face, you can work on it. Personality, it takes a lot to have a great personality. You can be kind, you can be honest, and face, if you don't have a guapa face, well, as you know, first impressions is everything. But to me, having a guapa personality is definitely much better than having a guapa face, because it's so much better to be a good person, honest person, and to do right and to live right every single day. A beautiful face can only last you so long. Personality is what will take you to greater heights, and as well as get you more friends, although a guapa face will get you potentially more job opportunities. My personal experience is I basically grew up as an ugly duckling. I know it might not seem like that, but I grew up as an ugly duckling, and for the longest time, I did not have a guapa face, obviously. So I had to work on my personality to be good, to be kind, to be honest. And that has obviously gotten me this far in life. And I truly, truly believe that you can work on the face. Plastic surgery is an option, probably in Korea. But personality, I believe you're either born with it or you have to hustle to get to where you are or get to what you want to be in the future. Thank you very much. And back to you, Toastmaster Flores.
Thank you, TM Ida. Since we still have the time, may I call on our...
No need, madam. You can go now. You can go directly to the next one because we have... Okay. So
last word or...
Last word. No, last word, madam. Last word.
Yes. So, to end, we wish to thank all the club teams, racers for your active participation, and we're having fun for your response. And thus, we made a tsada kaayo activity or event in this route. This is TM Olivia Flores of Cagayan de Oro Toastmasters Club. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
Sorry, madam. There's one club it's not being mentioned, the Timex. I think that's number 2. You skip it.
Oh,
After Cagayan de Oro. Okay, can we have the one last question before we go to Bohol? Thank you, Timex, for reminding.
What was the first? Timex
No, no,
is the
yeah, just go to the next. We have the Timex. Can we call Timex? Thank you, Timex, for reminders.
Timex.
You're welcome.
Timex Toastmasters Club. Sorry. So this is your question. Who is the representative, please?
Toastmaster Mimi.
PM,
Emilia.
PM Emilia. So this is your topic. Laag-laag means going around or to go for sightseeing. Describe your nice place for laag-laag. Describe your nice place for laag-laag.
Okay. Good morning to each and everyone, and a prodigious day to all of us. We are all Filipinos living in the Philippines, but we have a lot of languages being spoken. For this laag-laag, I've been to Taiwan 2018, and I found the place, the country being so cool, nice environment, the atmosphere is so good. And the people are so friendly and a very peaceful country and very clean environment. And I can compare that place to the Philippines because the Philippines has so many squatter areas here and a lot of people roaming around. But in other countries, we can see them working most of the time, and we cannot see rumors around the streets for most of the time. So what I can say here is that if you want to try another places to travel, try to choose the country that's in your mind the best to visit and make a laag-laag roaming around there in their places, because as we people, we need to travel to other places for us to know their differences, their different cultures and traditions. So like for here in the Philippines, in Cagayan de Oro, for example, if you don't visit, if you happen to visit another place other than Cagayan, you try to visit Cagayan as well, because Cagayan is a friendly.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Emilia. You're beyond the time. Madam, you still have one more. You still have time, so you please call Naga. Naga is not yet called as well. Yes, please. You have one more question now.
Naga Toastmasters Club. Any representative?
Yes, I'm in.
TM.
TM Charlotte.
TM Charlotte. This is your topic. Libro. Libro means books. What kind of libro do you read? What kind of libro do you read? TM Charlotte.
Proud Tuesday, my fellow Toastmasters. We are all leaders, and it is said, leaders are readers. I do believe that each one of you here are great readers. You have your collection of books. We tend to start our day reading something that can equip us, encourage, and motivate us in achieving our dreams. As for me, the best book that I will always recommend to everyone. I will always share to everyone until I die is only one. It's a collection of frabjous books. Not only one, two, three, but it's a 66 books. Something from the long time ago in the history. We have the Old Testament and then the New Testament, teaching us a lot of wisdom, how to live life, how those people lived before, and how we are going to follow them so we can enjoy life here in this world. Because life here is just temporary. We have to focus on eternal perspective that there is life after this. And we will learn more about this from this book. And I believe all of us know here what I'm talking about. It's no other than the Bible. The Bible is our guide on how to live a meaningful and purposeful life. Back to you, my dear fellow Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Charlotte, for that reminder. So that's it, our table topic question. So I will give my message. DTM.
Yes, madam. Yeah, last words, your last words now, and turn over to the next stop.
Thank you for that fabulous answer and your participation, club team racers. And it's a wonderful. So this is PM Olivia Flores from the City of Golden Friendship from Cagayan de Oro Toastmasters Club. Thank you, thank you. And I will turn over this virtual stage to our next club, Club Road, the Pit Shop, Bohol Toastmasters Club. A round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Olive. Thank you.